Welcome to our video on fuel pump failure. In this video, we'll be discussing everything you need to know about your car's fuel pump, what it does, how to tell if it's failing, and more. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. So, what exactly is a fuel pump, and why is it so important? Simply put, a fuel pump is a device that delivers fuel from the gas tank to the engine. Without it, your vehicle won't be able to start or run properly. The fuel pump works by creating pressure that pushes the fuel through the fuel lines and into the engine. This ensures that the engine gets the right amount of fuel at the right time. Now, you might be wondering why we're discussing this topic in the first place. Well, a failing fuel pump can cause a lot of problems for your vehicle, which we'll talk about in just a moment. But before that, let's see what your fuel pump looks like. It's worth taking a closer look. In most vehicles, the fuel pump is a cylindrical-shaped component with electrical connectors and fuel lines attached to it. The exterior of the fuel pump can be made of either metal or plastic, depending on the specific make and model of your vehicle. Some fuel pumps may also have a filter attached to the bottom or side of the component, which helps to prevent debris and contaminants from entering the fuel system. It's important to keep in mind that the specific appearance of the fuel pump can vary depending on your vehicle's make and model. If you're unsure what your fuel pump looks like, you can consult your vehicle's owner's manual or look up images online for reference. Now that we know what a fuel pump looks like, let's take a closer look at what it's made from. As we mentioned earlier, the exterior of the fuel pump can be made of either metal or plastic, depending on the specific make and model of your vehicle. The internal components of the fuel pump are typically made of a combination of metal and plastic parts. The fuel pump's main function is to draw fuel from the fuel tank and deliver it to the engine, so it's designed to be durable and long-lasting. To achieve this, the fuel pump's components are made from high-quality materials that can withstand the wear and tear of regular use. In addition to the materials used to make the fuel pump, it's also worth noting that some fuel pumps come with additional features designed to improve their performance and longevity. For example, some fuel pumps may have an integrated fuel filter to prevent debris and contaminants from entering the fuel system, while others may have a more efficient design to improve fuel efficiency. Overall, the materials used to make a fuel pump are carefully selected to ensure the component can perform its essential function reliably and effectively. At its most basic level, the fuel pump's job is to transfer fuel from the fuel tank to the engine. This is a crucial function that enables your vehicle to run smoothly and efficiently. When you turn the key in your vehicle's ignition, the fuel pump is activated and begins drawing fuel from the tank. The fuel is then delivered to the engine via fuel lines, where it's mixed with air and ignited to create the combustion that powers your vehicle. In order for the fuel pump to perform its job effectively, it needs to be able to maintain a consistent fuel flow rate. This is achieved through a combination of electrical components, fuel lines, and internal mechanical parts that work together to regulate the flow of fuel. If the fuel pump is not working properly, you may experience a range of symptoms, including difficulties starting your engine, decreased fuel efficiency, and a lack of power while driving. It's important to have your vehicle inspected by a professional mechanic if you notice any of these symptoms, as they can be indicative of a failing fuel pump. As with any component in your vehicle, the fuel pump can experience wear and tear over time, which can lead to decreased performance or even complete failure. Additionally, if the fuel pump is not properly maintained, it can become clogged with debris or contaminated fuel, which can also lead to issues. While there is no hard and fast rule for when a fuel pump should be replaced, there are a few signs that can indicate it's time for service. If you notice that your vehicle is having difficulty starting, or if it stalls or hesitates while driving, these can be indications of a failing fuel pump. Other signs to watch out for include a decrease in fuel efficiency or a sudden drop in power while driving. If you notice any of these symptoms, it's important to have your vehicle inspected by a professional mechanic as soon as possible, as a failing fuel pump can lead to further damage to your vehicle's engine or fuel system. In general, it's recommended that the fuel pump be replaced every 100,000 miles or so, depending on the make and model of your vehicle. However, it's important to note that this is just a general guideline, and your vehicle may require more frequent service depending on its specific needs and usage. Ultimately, it's best to have your vehicle inspected regularly by a trusted mechanic to ensure that all components, including the fuel pump, are functioning as they should be. By staying on top of routine maintenance and addressing issues as they arise, you can help to ensure your vehicle runs smoothly for years to come. There are several signs that can indicate a failing fuel pump. One of the most common is difficulty starting your engine. If you find that your engine cranks but won't start, it may be due to a failing fuel pump. Another common symptom is a sudden drop in power or acceleration while driving. This can be a result of the fuel pump not being able to deliver enough fuel to the engine, which can cause it to struggle. You may also notice that your vehicle is experiencing decreased fuel efficiency. If your vehicle is using more fuel than usual, it may be a sign that the fuel pump is not functioning as it should be. Other signs to watch out for include strange noises coming from the fuel tank, such as whining or humming, as well as a strong odor of gasoline. These can be indications that the fuel pump is failing and may require replacement. It's important to note that while these symptoms can be indicative of a failing fuel pump, they can also be caused by other issues. Therefore, it's important to have your vehicle inspected by a professional mechanic in order to accurately diagnose the issue and determine the best course of action. If it is determined that the fuel pump does need to be replaced, it's important to have the work done by a qualified mechanic using high-quality replacement parts. This will help to ensure that your vehicle continues to run smoothly and efficiently, and can prevent further damage to your vehicle's engine or fuel system. Overall, it's important to pay attention to any changes in your vehicle's performance and to have it inspected regularly by a trusted mechanic. By staying on top of routine maintenance and addressing issues as they arise, you can help to ensure that your vehicle runs smoothly and reliably for years to come. In most vehicles, the fuel pump is located inside the fuel tank. This is to ensure that the fuel pump is able to receive a constant supply of gasoline, which is necessary for it to function properly. Locating the fuel pump can be a bit tricky, as it's not always easily accessible. In some vehicles, the fuel tank may need to be removed in order to access the fuel pump. However, in many cases, the fuel pump can be accessed through an access panel located in the trunk or under the back seat. If you're unsure about the location of the fuel pump in your vehicle, it's always a good idea to consult your owner's manual or speak with a qualified mechanic. Keep in mind that attempting to locate or replace the fuel pump on your own can be dangerous and may cause damage to your vehicle. It's always best to have the work done by a professional mechanic who has the necessary tools and expertise to perform the job safely and effectively. And there you have it. We covered the importance of the fuel pump in your vehicle, what it looks like, what it's made of, its function, when it should be serviced or replaced, how to tell if it's worn out, and where it's located in your car. Remember, the fuel pump is a critical component of your vehicle's fuel system, and failure can lead to a variety of issues that can be dangerous and expensive to repair. If you suspect that your fuel pump is failing, don't hesitate to have it inspected by a qualified mechanic. We hope you found this video informative and helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe to our channel for more automotive tips and tutorials. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.